Kelley, and I'm here talking about our circular needles today. And I'm going to be talking about the different brands that we carry and what I like about each, and maybe what kind of knitters might enjoy knitting with certain needles. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is Chiaogoo. And Chiaogoo it comes in wooden needles. They're bamboo. And I wanted to show you these two different cords that they have. So here's your bamboo needles from Chiaogoo. Okay? They have a nice tip on them. It's fairly pointed, so it's easy to work with. And the join is nice and smooth. And it has one of these needles has a metal coated wire in between. That's this one. And the next one is just a plastic or pliable cord that does not have the metal in it. And it's you can see they're both in smaller needle sizes. So you may or may get one or the other of these. And they both seem fairly flexible and nice product to work with. What I love about the Chiaogoo needles is that they're very cost effective. And the finish on the wood is actually nice. It has a nice finish on it. Highly polished. It doesn't have any burrs or anything on the actual needles themselves, and they're easy to work with, and like I said, very cost effective, so that's totally awesome. The next needle that I wanted to talk about is the Chiaogoo red lace. Okay, and these have a nice pointed needles. Let me show you. Here's the Chiaogoo lace in two different sizes and two different cord lengths. You can see they both have the plastic coated metal. All of their needles have this red cord that has a plastic coated metal. And some of them have a larger plastic coated metal and some have a little smaller depending on what size you order. But they have a nice join to them, and their needle tips themselves are pretty sharp, so you can use them for either everyday knitting or lace knitting, and they're totally fantastic. And they're also a very economical needle, so if you're looking for a high quality needle that is not that expensive, Chiaogoo is a great place to look. Now the next ones we're going to be talking about are the Addi Turbo rockets, and these have the Scacel's best finish on it. This silver coating on here is a high quality finish that does not tarnish over time, and it is great. They came out with them to do socks, and then they were such popular needles they brought them in the larger sizes. And this has a nice cord that is super flexible, made from plastic, and it is wonderful. It's a wonderful pliable cord that will last you a lifetime. I don't think these wear out unless you were to cut them with a scissor. They're not going to wear out. Now, the next one that I wanted to talk about is the regular Addi Turbos. And the Addi Turbos, now these Addi Turbo sock rockets are made in Germany, and they're a little more expensive to buy, but they are a nice quality needle. So if you're looking for a higher end needle that is, super nice, this is a great needle that's made in Germany. Now we look at the Addi Turbos, and the Addi Turbos have a little more blunt tip to them. The tip on it is a little more blunt, and it's used for regular knitting. You could use it for lace, but not ideal. It's better to use a lace tip for lace knitting. And it has a great join. Now on the larger sizes, it has a larger cord that goes in between. Not quite as pliable, but it still works fine, and it's high quality. These don't break. And they have a great guarantee on them. I believe it's a lifetime guarantee. So you can knit with these projects, knit your projects with these, knowing that if something happens to the needle, they can be replaced. Okay? The last product that we're going to be, or one of the last products that we're going to be talking about, are Knitter's Pride Dreams. And this is another affordable needle. And if you look at these Knitter's Pride Dreams, I'm going to undo this cord so you can see the cord. And I'm going to grab some other sizes over here so you can see some other dreams. And they have this nice pliable cord as well. And the cord is thin on all the different sizes. They don't have a thick cord on any of them. And what I love about this wooden needle is that the finish on it is super, super slick. It's soft. So if you need a wooden needle but still want that high gloss finish, these Knitter's Pride are definitely a great needle to look at, and they're very cost effective and high quality for what they are. They're also printed on the outside of the needle of what size they are, and they come in, they're different colors for different sizes. So you can see they come in different colors, and each color denotes what that size is. So they're easier to recognize. Now, the last product we're going to be talking about is Knitter's Pride Carbons, and these are a higher end carbon fiber needle, and they have the metal tip, so they have a metal lace tip on them, and then they have carbon fiber in the center, which feels very similar to wood. And it's really lightweight, but carbon is super strong, so it doesn't bend, and the join on it is fantastic. And the cords, I love these cords. They have super thin cords that are extremely pliable and easy to work with. So carbons are one of my utmost favorite needles. If you don't mind spending a little more money for your needles, these carbons are a great option for you in knitting, in that you have sometimes the metal for people who are arthritic. The metal can be kind of cold to touch, but this carbon fiber is warm. So keep that in mind when you're looking at needles too. These wonderful, wonderful carbons are a great option for knitting, and have that nice metal tip with a sharp point on it that you can use for lace knitting. And they're definitely, I feel like they're great. They're worth the extra money, and they're a great needle. So I hope this helps you with your buying decisions. You have a great day.